But in 2016, when Stern asked whether Puffy's place was filled with chicks and oraging nonstop, Usher responded, "Not really. It was curious, and he got a chance to see things, but didn't know if he could indulge and understand what he was even looking at." Usher said very curious things took place there that he didn't necessarily understand. As for if it would be a place Usher would consider sending his children to, this is what he had to say.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
For decades, Sean Diddy Combs has been one of the most powerful figures in the music industry. But as the recent federal raids on his homes have shown, Diddy's dark past is finally coming back to haunt him. You know, they say the truth always comes out in the end. And when it comes to Diddy, that couldn't be more true. From a long-running feud with Wendy Williams to comments from the likes of 50 Cent and Kanye West, it seems like there's a whole chorus of famous voices that have been sounding the alarm. So today we're diving deep into the explosive allegations and insider secrets that have been swirling around Diddy all this time. We'll hear from those who claim to have first-hand knowledge of his questionable behavior and unpack why so many celebs felt compelled to speak out. When it comes to Diddy's past, there's one name that just keeps popping up: Wendy Williams. For years, Wendy's been trying to warn us about Diddy's troubling behavior, but it seems like no one was really listening. We'll need to take a closer look at Wendy's history with Diddy, which started all the way back in the 90s. The feud between Diddy and Wendy Williams started in 1998 when Wendy was working as a DJ for a Hot 97 radio station and she suggested that Diddy might be attracted to men. This sparked a feud between them that lasted for years. In 2005, Williams claimed that Diddy sent members of the R&B girl group, Total, who were signed to Diddy's record label, to beat her up. Wendy recounted the incident on her show, saying, "I got off the air one day, them Total bitches were downstairs, and everybody upstairs at the radio station was looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down." Luckily, Wendy's boyfriend at the time stepped in to prevent anything from happening. But that wasn't the end of Wendy's beef with Diddy. Bad Boy president Kirk Burroughs said during an interview in 2022 that Wendy Williams was involved in the East Coast-West Coast feud between Bad Boy and Death Row Records in the 90s. Burroughs claimed that in 2009, during the height of the East versus West Coast feud, Diddy's infant son Justin Combs and the boy's mother, Misa Hilton, were paid to take a picture with Diddy's rival, Suge Knight. It got back to the East that Misa was there in the office and that Suge was meeting Justin Combs and possibly holding him in his arms, and that there was a photographer taking a picture, Burroughs said. That wasn't the picture we needed to see on our end or that we wanted the world to see at all. Wendy Williams allegedly found out about the photo and announced that she had big news coming on her radio show, but the Bad Boy team had to intervene to keep the photo from going public. Wendy also claimed that Diddy was engaging in activities with other men. She apparently received a photo of a man allegedly pulling Diddy's shorts down while he was on vacation in Cancun. Wendy was ready to share this on the air, but Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, says Diddy got Wendy fired from Hot 97 before she could do it. In 2015, Wendy speculated on her talk show that Diddy might have controlling behavior over his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. She said, "My thing about when you date a mogul, it's a really difficult thing to avoid them, because if you use your head, you never know when they'll pop up on the scene." Williams told her studio audience, saying it would frighten her. "He can hire a plane right now, land on the roof of the hotel she's staying, pay people off at the front desk and say, 'Give me a key and let me up in her room.'" It's clear that Wendy Williams has been trying to sound the alarm on Diddy for decades. As one social media user put it, the thing she said about Diddy was known years ago. Wendy Williams stayed on his neck. It's a shame that more people didn't listen to her warning sooner. Now, let's talk about another celebrity who hasn't been shy about calling out Diddy, 50 Cent. These two have been feuding since 2006. when 50 Cent released a diss track called The Bomb, which seemingly points to Diddy being involved in the 1997 killing of Notorious B.I.G. So when news broke about the federal raids on Diddy's homes, 50 Cent didn't waste any time weighing in. He posted screenshots of stories from Fox 11 and TMZ, writing, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case." Later that day, 50 Cent turned to Instagram with a post asking where Jay-Z was. He posted a parody edit of a missing persons post on the back of a milk carton with a pic of Jay-Z's face on it, captioned, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL, Diddy said that Jay-Z ain't answering his phone." It's interesting to see 50 Cent trying to imply that Diddy's powerful friends might be trying to distance themselves from him now that the feds have gotten involved. And then there's Suge Knight, the infamous rap mogul, who is currently serving a 28-year sentence. He spoke out from behind bars after learning about the Diddy raids. He accused Diddy of being part of a shady secret society alongside Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Suge Knight took to Twitter claiming that the raids weren't actually about Diddy, but rather for the feds to destroy all the evidence connected to powerful men. He warned Diddy that his life is in danger because he knows all the secrets. He also expressed concern for Diddy's children and criticized Diddy for ruining the image of hip-hop culture. Now, Suge Knight's no stranger to controversy himself, so his comments definitely raised some eyebrows. Could there be more powerful people involved in this investigation than we know about? Is he trying to deflect attention away from Diddy, or does he genuinely believe there's something more sinister going on? Whatever the case may be, Suge's comments certainly add an intriguing layer to this whole saga. And speaking of intriguing allegations, let's talk about Katt Williams. The comedian made some pretty bold claims about Diddy during a recent appearance on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Katt straight up said that Diddy would be exposed in 2024, adding, "All these big deviants are catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It doesn't matter if you're Diddy or whoever. TD Jakes, all lies will be exposed." That's a pretty heavy statement. Katt even went on to say that he has the receipts on everything he's claiming about Diddy. He also alleged that he had to turn down a $50 million offer from Diddy 4 times. And he said P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you've got to tell him no. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like some serious dirt that Katt might be sitting on. Another famous face who's had something to say about the Diddy situation is Aubrey O'Day, the former member of the group Danity Kane, which was formed by Diddy on the reality show Making the Band. She has criticized Diddy for his alleged harsh treatment of her when he was her boss. Aubrey described Diddy as a very difficult person to work with and recounted several instances of him making critical comments about her looks. Following the raids, Aubrey took to her Instagram stories, writing, "What you sow, you shall reap. I pray this emboldens all of us victims to finally speak on what we've endured. Respectfully, I've been telling all this for 2 decades, and did anyone listen? No." Aubrey has been trying to raise awareness about her experiences for a long time without much success. She revealed in a 2022 interview that her dismissal from Danity Kane was more about Diddy's personal feelings than her professionalism. Given her history with Diddy, it raises questions about the specific experiences that led her to speak out. And let's not forget about Kanye West, who also seemingly had some thoughts on the Diddy situation. In resurfaced footage from a 2022 Drink Champs interview, Kanye could be seen making some controversial comments about Diddy having to take a deal with the feds to stay out of prison. He referred to Diddy as a fed and criticized him along with Meek Mill for being fake tough. He said, "The reason why you gotta talk is because you did a deal, you effing fed. That's why you've gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promised that you're gonna go pull my card." Now, it certainly seems like Kanye is suggesting that some high-profile celebrities, including Diddy, have made some kind of shady pact with the authorities. Diddy has been called a Fed by many others, such as Suge Knight, who claimed that Diddy has been an FBI informant for years, and that it's a well-known fact in the industry. Candace Owens also theorized that Diddy was not imprisoned after the release of the disturbing video because he is an informant. She wrote on social media, he's not in jail because he's a CIA asset. All of these claims suggest that Diddy has been an FBI informant for a very long time. And perhaps because of this, Diddy just did whatever he wanted, believing that the FBI would protect him. We just have to talk about Usher's comments about his time living with Diddy, back when he was just 13 years old. In a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, Usher revealed that he spent a year living with Diddy in New York. Usher told Stern he saw some very wild things taking place during that time with Diddy, things that he should have never seen at that age. That must have really traumatized him and scarred him from a young age. When asked if he would ever send his own children to Puffy Camp, Usher responded, "Hell no." That's some pretty intense stuff coming from Usher. As someone who is so close to Diddy at a young age, it's really intriguing to hear him allude to the questionable behavior going on behind the scenes. With numerous celebrities seemingly trying to sound the alarm about his misconduct, from Wendy Williams to 50 Cent, it seems like there might be a lot more to this story than meets the eye. And you need to watch this next video because it's even crazier.